Welcome back to Reiki 1, where we have already begun and we have already practiced. And now we're going to use our gifts before we have the actual attunement, which will be live. Oh, it's so exciting because I honor you. Look what you have already started. Something that is vastly different than probably anything you've ever done. But it is yours. It is yours to claim and hold and use and gift yourself and the world and an ability to help heal your family. So I thank you. That's the most important thing, is to honor what you have already begun and what you are committed to, that will change not only your family, but the face of the world when people honor the energy of love within them and expand it. So before we go into the attunement, which will be live as I mentioned, I would like you to consider, beyond working on yourself and beyond working with your children and their energy source, is to start moving towards other natural beings to use your Reiki. Now for me, this was some of the most expansive and exciting work I've ever done, is to give Reiki to a tree, or give Reiki to the dog, or give Reiki to all kinds of plant life, and notice how it responds to me. Now, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I want to acknowledge that very often when I work on a tree with Reiki, for instance, I can feel the energy of the tree in tingling and sensations, and sometimes in a magnetic way where that tree is responding to me and I can't let go. It's so beautiful. I just don't want to stop because the energy of the tree is matching mine. Or exceeding mine, imagine. For the dogs and the pets and the cats, the gerbils, whatever you have, that's pretty exciting too, because to hold it against them, they have a different emotional response. They have a more familiar emotional response, where they're like, or they fall asleep. And so those are other ways in which you can see your Reiki coming in and feel it coming in a more present way than just hoping like something can feel it, or waiting for feedback for the person you're working on, which is exciting too. But when you work on a tree, I want you to know the sensations will be different, and that's something else to write in your journal. Now, I also like to work on plants. I like to work on plants, especially like household plants, that I can see grow with the Reiki that I'm administering to them. Now, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden, whoop, it turns into Jack and the Beanstalk in front of you, but it does mean that you can see over time that plant start to flourish. And here's a little trick, and one I love, and is really the work of Dr. Emoto, a scientist who did work on water frequencies. And I'll share that with you in a deeper way in another module. But essentially, if you gave the water Reiki and then administered it to the plants, you could see the growth, the healing of the plant. Because water in itself is a frequency of love, as are all our natural world. And then when you add your energy to that, into the water, and then use it for the plants, it's thrilling. It's just thrilling. So this is the next part of your journey, if you choose to take it that way. And well, why wouldn't you? just to see how it feels and to grow closer to nature. And that's a large part of the way I teach Reiki. And it is through nature that all of the beautiful understandings come to me. So this is our closing today before attunement. is all the work that you've done to reach the Reiki 1 level and to start to grow your Reiki practice within your family and your friends and also out in nature. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon, and I'll see you at the attunement of level 1.